here we go. Hey, JR and I are at the Wing Ding, and we're we've looked at a number of different conversion. People will take your bike and convert it into trikes. We're here with the company that we've looked at 3 of them. We're here with the company that we think has the best quality and the best product. And before I turn to AJ, I'm going to turn to our main man here. If you could introduce yourself and tell us who you are. And
hi, I'm Steve Woolery. I'm out of Edmond, Oklahoma. I'm a dealer for Motor-Trike, so we do the installs.
Great. Now, how long have you been doing this? How long have these trikes been around?
These trikes have been around. Motor-Trike has been in business for going on 30 years.
30 years?
The current owner is a little over 25 years.
Okay.
We've been doing the installs since 2011.
Great. Now, do you manufacture all your own parts, or are they manufactured in the U.S., for instance?
These are built, about 95% of this kit is built in Troop, Texas. The other stuff is outsourced, like buy the compressors, have to buy the airbags, the shocks are Progressive. Basically, the rest of it is all built in Troop, Texas.
Okay. Now, where are you at? What town are you in, Texas?
They're in Troop, Texas.
Okay.
Just outside.
All right, and the company is Motor-Trike?
Motor-Trike.
Okay, and we JR's got the contact information if anybody after seeing this wants to know it. So I'm going to turn to JR now. JR, you've looked at a number of us. Tell us what are some of the features that you've seen on this bike.
Well, I mean, I like
not
this
bike, but the conversion kit.
Because of the independent suspension, and the difference between that and the Harley is a full axle, and this one is not. That's what I like about it. And then it's got a reverse, electric reverse, and it's also got.
How does it do reverse, Jerry? You know?
It's controlled by an electric motor, and it's got 2 switches up on the console.
Okay.
That you hit to put it into reverse.
Okay. All right, and turning back to a question for you now. How long does it take to convert a bike? What is the process for converting a bike? Let me start there.
Well, the process for it, first off, get the kit, get it ordered, get it built. Then, in our particular instance, we get the kits. The body is in raw gel coat, so we do all the body work and paint work to match. Then you do the tear down on the bike, get it prepped and ready for the kit. Put the kit back up underneath of it, get all the wiring and everything hooked up, reverse working, all that, the belt hooked up, make sure everything's checked out okay. Then you set the body on it, line it up, put the tour pack on it if you have a tour pack, or whether it be a backrest. Backrest, luggage rack, whatever.
Now, in previously talking to you, you mentioned something about raking the front end. What's all that about?
On the rake kit, you want to go ahead and do that. It helps with the ease of the steering. So it's basically for rider comfort. It's adding power steering to the trike. Okay. And that's on bolt-on triple trees, so we're not cutting the neck, we're not destroying any integrity of the bike. Okay. So it's just a bolt-on triple tree, and this is, by the way, nothing is destroyed. So if you decide you want to put it back to a bike, it can be taken apart. And
really? So you can convert it back to a 2-wheeler?
Yeah. Excellent.
Okay, now without pinning you down, what would be the typical price for converting, let's say, a Gold Wing full bagger?
Gold Wing full bagger with all the bells and whistles, the running boards, rake, wheel and tire upgrades, fender bras, the whole bit. You could be looking probably somewhere around $17,500 down. Okay. It's going to depend on your location, what the tax rates are, labor rates, stuff of that nature.
Now, how long does it take, again, maybe I asked this before, but how long does it take to do a conversion?
To get the conversion done, once you've got all the parts, you've got everything painted, ready to go, you can actually tear it down and put it all together in less than 4 days.
Okay, and that's including the paint job?
That's after the paint job and everything is ready.
Okay. So
the lead time on one now typically is about 2.5 weeks, but with all the issues with getting parts and tires and wheels and stuff like that, it's about an 8-week lead time. Okay. And then if you get one that's painted, that could add a couple weeks to it.
All right, so the process is to give you a call and they tell you what kind of bike you got?
Right, give us a call, tell us what kind of bike you've got. We put a price together depending on what you want, what your needs are, and then we can go from there.
Okay, now, what other bikes do you do?
We do Harley, do Honda, do Triumph, can do Kawasaki, Suzuki on the Suzuki Bergmans.
Indians?
I do Indians, yes.
Okay, very well. Now, did JR miss anything on on the frame here that, oh, what about the trailer kit, JR? What about, you know, the package here?
Yeah, this, you can't put a trailer hitch on this. This is just for display purposes. But the trailer hitch bolts up here and here.
Yep.
So, and it is a receiver hitch, comes with a plug and play wire harness.
Okay.
The reverse, you have the choice of electric reverse, because this is a car starter flywheel.
Yep.
Or a car starter motor.
Okay.
Or you can do the manual on the Harleys.
Okay.
And the Harley manual bolts up on the transmission, attaches to the transmission.
But if you didn't want to do that, you got this electric starter?
Got the electric.
You ever had any trouble with that electric starter?
The only trouble I've ever had was a guy got stuck in Salt Plains in Oklahoma, and he knocked 4 teeth off the flywheel and rounded all the teeth off the starter motor.
He's pretty much dead in the water at that point.
Yeah, he was dead in the water, but at that point the salt and sand got in it, and it chewed it up. But that has been the only issue since we've been installing.
Now, AJ mentioned it, but I'd like to hear from you. What do you think the advantages of independent rear suspension is?
Oh, ride stability, rider comfort, rideability, tire wear. You don't get the side-to-side sway. This is just like the suspension under the front of your car.
Okay.
So you're going to be sitting still on the seat, and your wheels and tires are going to be moving out next to you, versus on the side sway. You
got it.
The straight axle.
Now, is there much maintenance to this this arrangement?
On this arrangement, the only maintenance you do is on your moving points, like on your shock bushings. All the moving points on the suspension on the upper and lower control arms, either use a lithium spray on it or WD-40 about every 10,000 miles. On the Gold Wing, what you add to that, and the Triumph, also the Rocket 3, is you have to make sure you grease your U-joints, front and rear U-joints, every 10,000 miles.
Sure. Okay, talk a little bit about the air suspension and the advantages of that.
Okay, this is actually a live suspension, so on your gauge, on your control gauge, you'll see it fluctuating. And that's
control gauge, now that's something you mount on the bike?
That mounted on the bike, because this is done on the fly, so you hit a switch to raise it or lower it. Okay. And you do that, it's either on the handlebars or the console of the bike. Yep. So you can change your ride comfort going down the road. Okay. It does have 5-way adjustable progressive shocks on it, so you set those to the type of riding that you do, and then you adjust your ride comfort going down the road. Okay. And what about when you put extra weight on in a trailer or something like that? Is it easy enough to compensate for that weight? Yeah, all you got to do is we figure out what kind of riding you do to begin with, so we preset the shocks on what setting we're going to set those on, and then as you load the bike down, you can add air to it to help compensate for that. And this also is the only kit on the market that has what they call camber gain. And what that means is your tires stay flat on the ground all through the suspension travel, and as you load it down, they'll still stay flat. You don't get the negative, the old Volkswagen effect. Yeah. So you have a full contact patch on them, so your tires last longer. Your ride is going to be more stable. It's going to work a lot better going around corners. You just have a lot more stability to it. And this kit also has a 3-year, 60,000-mile warranty with it. Good point. I didn't. Okay, so say that again now. What is the warranty on this? The warranty is 3 years, 60,000 miles. That's from tire to tire. Tire to tire. That's from tire to tire, bumper to seat. So, and the good thing about that is if you buy one of these and you live in, say you bought it from somebody in Texas, it's still under warranty, and you move to Alaska, there's a dealer in Alaska and they can't take care of the warranty. The warranty goes with the kit. Got it. Okay. Excellent. Now, was there anything that JR might have missed that you can think of here? No, not really. I think you pretty well covered it. Okay. Now, you explained it. This is for a Harley. Now, is the Honda, other than the drive mechanism, just about the same? It's the same kit for the Honda. It's the same kit for the end-in, same kit for the Triumph. The only difference is this is belt drive for the Harley. The end-in, this is all reversed. Right. The belt's on the right side. Yeah. The Triumph and the Honda are drive shafts. So instead of having this set up, you're going to have an actual differential for the drive shaft. Okay, good. Now, because we're with the Harley group, do you do a lot of Harleys? I mean, give me a little experience here on how Harley work you do. About probably 80% of our business is Harley and end-in. Really? The rest of it is divided between Honda and Triumph. Wow, I didn't know that. I was thinking, you know, with the Harley Trike itself, that they pretty much captured the market, but no, it's a lot of people like the ride of the independent better than they do the straight axle. Okay. Now, when the plant about 65% of their business is the gold wing. They do more gold wings at the plant than what we do, but we're based out of Oklahoma City, basically Edmond, Oklahoma, and we have a lot of Harleys and a lot of Indians.
Okay.
And so that's why we do more of those.
So do I take it there's more than one location for Motor-Trike?
No, Motor-Trike, the plant is Troop, Texas, but they do have a dealer network countrywide.
Okay, got it. And you're out of the Oklahoma
Yeah,
branch?
we're out of Oklahoma
Okay.
City. We're Edmond, Oklahoma.
Okay, good. JR, any questions?
That's the closest dealer to Louisiana?
No, there's dealers. There's a dealer in Louisiana. There's dealers in Texas as well.
Oh, there is one in Louisiana. Where, Baton Rouge? I mean, does that ring a bell?
We just have to look on the locator. I'm not sure, but I know there is a dealer.
Okay,
in
well, we
Louisiana.
can look that up.
Yeah.
We can look that up. JR, you got any other questions?
No, that's it.
Okay, and your name again?
I'm Steve.
Steve, that
I'm
was
with Santa Fe Customs out of
all
Edmond,
right.
Oklahoma.
Thank you, Steve. It was very
You bet. Thank
informative.
you.